Hello, brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ of Nazareth. So there's this thing that's going around that, these dudes supposedly they're talking about it's okay to have multiple wives. We know that is not true. That is not of God. Back then, polygamy, it's written in the Bible. We couldn't follow the covenant. And due to that, Jesus Christ came and he made a new covenant, a better covenant. And we could read that in Hebrews. You know what? Let's get it. We could read that in Hebrews chapter 8, verses 7 through 8. Let's read that. For if that first covenant had been faultless, then should no place have been sought for the second. For finding fault with them, he saith, Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. Now, I'm going to go down a little bit to, this is still Hebrews chapter 8, but I'm going to go down to verse 13. In that he saith, a new covenant, he haveth made the first old. Now that which decayeth and waxeth old is ready to vanish away. Then I'm going to go to 2 Corinthians real quick. Verse 3. Excuse me. Chapter 3, verse 14. And it says, But their minds were blinded, for until this day remaineth the same veil untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament, which veil is done away in Christ. Which veil is done away in Christ. It's done away with. Okay? We're going to go to Matthew. And this is a summary of when the Pharisees basically asked him about divorcing the wife, okay? The wife. I'm just saying the wife, because he doesn't say wives, okay? And people just take it out of content, okay? So, Matthew chapter 19, verse 4. And he answered and said unto them, Have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? And said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. What therefore God haveth joined together, let not man put asunder. They say unto him, Why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement, and to put her away? He saith unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your heart, suffered you to put away your wives. Okay? But from the beginning it was not so. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso marrieth her, which is put away, doeth commit adultery. So you can't marry somebody else. Okay, because, a lot of people, they talk about back then in the day in the Bible, when you sleep with somebody, you're married, technically, right? So if he says you're with somebody else, you commit adultery. You can't do that. You're taking it out of content. Okay? There's different levels to it. Now we're going to go to 1 Corinthians. Chapter 7. These niggas out here, they're booty hungry. Yeah, they don't even last 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, be reasonable. Okay. The ones that are saying it, by the way, I'm not talking about everybody, but the ones that is saying, yeah, they could have a wife and concubine, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You need deliverance. Now, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. There it is right there. Proof in the pudding. I'm going to read that again. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 2. Nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. Now, with that being said, I love you guys. Don't be following after this false doctrine that they got out here. Okay? Something wrong with them. Hopefully one day they could change their way of thinking. And not only that, pray for them. You know, they need deliverance. Okay? Much love to you. And I'm out.